Hello, my name is Santi Alaysius, and I am the co-founder and the principal of interior design for Domisilium Studio.
And my name is Hamphrey Tedja. I'm the other half of the founder of Domisilium Studio.
So Domisilium Studio is a hospitality and commercial design firm. We're focusing on work such as hotels, offices, public function places, show units. So when we were approached by Alam Sutera for this project, the Gramercy, the name itself really calls to something that feels like New York, basically.
Right. And I think it's at that point in time, Alam Sutera did not want to compete with the other competitors. So they want to create a different kind of design or a lifestyle for people who are buying houses. So instead of doing the typical tropical contemporary, they wanted to do something more that has an old world feel. That's why the name Gramercy, and also the style is more American. We have 3 different units, the 12, the 14
and
also the 16. So what we do when we start designing the Gramercy was we divided into the different coasts or different parts of the US. So for the 12, we started out with like a design for the people in the West Coast, say from LA, San Diego,
San Francisco. So basically, the mood is more towards something that's sunny, happy, very artistic, creative, and bold at the same time. So maybe when you see our work on that particular type, it's something that makes you feel happy. It will put a smile on your face, basically.
It sure does.
So, and then moving on to the Type 14 is actually inspired by the Midwest area, especially the Chicago area, right? It is more edgy, darker, because it's always winter in Chicago. But at the same time, it's very cozy. There's a lot of texture. There's a lot of contrast.
And it's also very tailored.
Yeah.
I think the thing about Chicago is you'll find a lot of design that's very tailored. A lot of details to the contrast of like light and dark, and also you can see a lot of details like from the Chicago architecture as well.
Yeah. For the 16 type, particularly, we were inspired by the Gramercy name itself also, because Gramercy, it's an area in New York and the East Coast, in the middle of the Manhattan. The name itself kind of oozes something that is old money, very old world, but in a really elegant way. We're inspired by the interior architecture of the American colonial plus, but in a contemporary way. So everything looks more elegant, but in a more youthful look somehow.
Right.
Mature, but somehow not too old. More contemporary, maybe.
Right. I think we added a play of like old and young, old and new together. So we try to fuse them together to give it a bit more relevancy to the younger crowd nowadays,
Right.
the future buyers. So I think amongst these 3 places, since I think both me and Santi have lived in the US, we have lived in the West Coast, we have lived in the Midwest, and we also have lived in the East Coast as well. So I think that gives us a really definite overlook of what the US was about. And when it comes to designing the Gramercy, I think that was a really good start because we already have the insight.
I think one reason why we like to work with Sekata Living because not only you're providing a product, you're not only delivering a product itself, but also we really take time in the process, and I think that's really important. And we did a lot of custom work together with Sekata in the past, and we've been very happy with the process.
You guys can understand our design intent, and sometimes from an architecture's or an interior design's eyesight, sometimes we are not able to find a product that actually really represents or really infuse the soul into the project. And this is why we love working with you, because you guys can come up with like interesting artwork, interesting graphics
And options.
right?
In a nutshell, Sekata really knows how to translate our design ideas into reality.